Hi everyone, welcome back to Loca-Love, Volume 3, Episode 8, where we see this bunny appear for Ichitaro out of nowhere. So what happened in the last episode is that Yachiyo and Ichitaro both admit that they love each other, but Yachiyo's embarrassment is really causing a strain on their relationship. So it's going against what the goddess was hoping for. And it's like, well, if you two don't hurry up and get together and form this perfect couple bond, then I'm going to lose my powers and I'll disappear. And Yachiyo really wants the goddess to stay. So I wonder what she'll do to make all ends meet. So anyways, let's see what this bunny wants from Ichitaro. So suddenly a rabbit appears out of nowhere. Okay, so he knows that this is from the goddess. So, Your Holiness, what are you up to? And the bunny does not answer my question and instead turns and springs off. So after a few bounces, it stops and looks around, and the expression on its face seems to say, "Hey, so why are you not following me? So follow me." And does this bunny want to take me somewhere? Well, there's only one way to find out. So he has to follow the bunny. And the bunny hops along and bounces into the shrine office. I follow it, but I take a moment to reconsider my actions. So the last time I blindly followed one of these little rabbits, I got into a sticky situation. And so did Yachiyo. And it sounds like it's going to be a repeat of what happened. So unfortunately, this thought comes about 2 seconds too late. Hi everyone. So I know it is early in the episode, but I had to cut out a little part. So once again, the bunny took Ichitaro to Yachiyo while she was taking a bath. And I wonder how this will help bring Yachiyo and Ichitaro close together. So anyways, now that Yachiyo is done, let's see what happens next. I'm back.
なんじゃその顔は。雑念を払いに沐浴しに行ったんではなかったかの？ちょっと悔しくて。
So what else happened?
ふむ。また一太郎くんに見られてしまったんですけど。
Okay, I'm sure the goddess knows about this.
一太郎くん、前の時と違って取り乱すこともなく謝ってすぐに立ち去ってくれて、それはありがたいことではないか。
So I wonder if it helps you or it pleases you.
前はあんな取り乱してくれたのに。
Well, it appeared that he's more resistant, so it feels like he's not as interested as me as he was before.
真っ赤になってくれてたのに、私の体で ドキドキするって言ってくれたのに、今日はそんなの一切見せてくれなくて。
There you go.
それが悔しいのか。女じゃな。さっきまでは接吻の先をあれほど恐れておったものが。
So you are really difficult to deal with.
では一つわしからの提案じゃ。こっそり一太郎のやつの様子を伺いに行かんか。
So I'm not sure what she means about we covertly pay young Ichitaro's visit.
神様、覗き見なんて悪いです。
Oh, so they're going to peep in on Ichitaro while he's sleeping. So Yachiyo is concerned. Hey, you can't do that. It's rude.
わし神様だからそんなん知らんのじゃ。
Well, that's part of me, so...
気に入らんのじゃったらお主は戻ればよかろ。それは。
Well, I guess that is true.
気になるんじゃろ。一太郎が実際どう思ってあの場を立ち去ったのか。と言っておる間に離れじゃ。どれ、一太郎のやつはどうしておるかな。
So, are you curious at what is going on? Okay, so Ichitaro is not asleep, so the lights are on, and he's like, okay, so come on, Ichitaro. So you got to cool down.
七点抜刀しておるの。
So it looks like he's suffering. So, well, I need to wait until Yachiyo is ready, so I got to go at her pace. And I just can't get over how attractive she looked back there, so in the bath. And I wish I could have ran over and held her tightly in my arms.
そんな風に思ってくれてたのに、あんな風に。
So, if he does want me, then why did he run away?
戻るか。
Well, I guess.
さて、何か分かったかの？一太郎くん、私を思って懸命に自制して、あんな風に。
So, despite Ichitaro running away from Yachiyo taking a bath quickly, actually, he still wants Yachiyo and is just confused about what to do. And the goddess can sense it.
なのに私、本当に自分が恥ずかしいです。
But you know, I'm so ashamed.
おの子にとって水戸のまぐわいをこらえるのはとても辛いことじゃ。よいか、お主が自分自身をどう思っておるか、それは今は置く。少なくとも一太郎というおの子はお主という目の子を欲しがってくれておる。
So look at it. So if you peeped into his room, you can see that in secret he wants you.
はい。
Yes?
私なんか本当にあんなに苦しむくらいに。そう。なのにあやつはお主を思って必死に自らの欲を押し殺そうとしておるのじゃ。けなげじゃのう、可憐じゃの。おの子は本に可愛いものじゃ。
Well, I guess.
ちなみにおの子はあまりに欲をこらえすぎるとおはせが爆発するというな。 良いか？よーく考えよう。あやつを反問から解き放ってやれるのも、なんとかしてやれるのも。
So it's now your turn to help out. So what will you do to release him from his agony?
男にしてやれるのも、ヤチヨという女だけなのじゃぞ。女としてよく考えよう。わしから言えるのはそれくらいじゃ。
So this I can't help. So it is up to you.
さて、今日は家に帰って寝るかな。じゃあの。
And at the most convenient time, the goddess says, "Okay, I'm done. So I got to leave now." And it's just making it hard for Yachiyo to figure out what she should do. Okay, so she has some idea. Okay, so going to Ichitaro, I finally managed to soothe my raging boner and settle into a restless sleep. But then... Wait, what's going on? It sounds like someone is here. And gradually, my consciousness starts to return to me. So who could it be at this time of night? And I can't help but feel that this has happened before. My eyelids are still too heavy to open, but at least my brain is beginning to function. And I can hear shuffling, so somebody is getting closer. And the scent of soft, freshly washed hair wafts onto me. And I recognize that smell. I feel the intruder climb on top of me. Wait, so I think we know who this person is. Yachiyo. And my eyes spring open.
Hi.
Yes. And I wonder if Ichitaro feels that it's not Yachiyo but the goddess possessing Yachiyo and forcing her to come over to him. There you go. So it's just like before. Yachiyo is peering down at me, her hand on my chest. But she seems different this time. So what is different? So her expression and her eyes.
こんな時間にごめんなさい。眠っているところにごめんなさい。こんなはしたないまね。ごめんなさい。
So she's not possessed by the goddess. Okay, so Yachiyo has come here on her own accord. Wait, so Yachiyo, so why?
どうしても言わなきゃって。どれだけ恥ずかしくても、はしたなくても言わなきゃって。
So wait, what?
さっきのこと。
Oh, so I thought you would be mad.
聞いてください。
No. So just listen to me. And Yachiyo's words make my heart jump up into my throat. And it must be something important for her to have. So her come over here in the middle of the night. And I look up at her serious expression. The neck of her delicate nightgown is hanging loosely open before me, and as I mentioned, as I'm enveloped by the scent of her long black hair, my masculine instincts flare up once more.
我慢してくれて、紳士的に振る舞ってくれて嬉しかった。
And as she speaks from on top of me, I can tell she's chosen her words carefully.
私の気持ちを大事にしようってそう思ってくれてて嬉しかった。好きな殿方にこんなに思ってもらえてて、私ほど幸せな女はいないって。
Her words drape over me like silk. I listen, entranced as my chest rises and falls silently, and my heart beats like a drum against my ribcage. So why has she come all the way here to tell me this? And I'm bristling with anticipation.
だから
So then, Yachiyo takes a deep breath.
我慢しないでください。
Wait, So now Yachiyo is holding onto Ichitaro very tightly, and my breath gets caught in my throat.
私覚悟を決めてきました。あなたになら、あなたなら私女になれます。女にしてください。あなたという殿方が。
Well, it's no good, and I can't resist. Wait, Yachiyo? So, did I make a mistake? I wrap both my arms around her, pulling her down in tightly. And I flip her over onto my futon, so that now I'm the one looking down at her. Okay, so I guess this is a good place to stop. So I'm sure we know what is going to happen next. So an H scene. So let's see what happens after all that. So hold on for a minute. Okay, so I'm past the H scene, and it looks like the goddess's plan worked. So first bringing Ichitaro over to Yachiyo while she is taking a bath, and Yachiyo to Ichitaro while he's struggling in his room. So basically, the goddess is showing how the other person is acting in secret. And I feel that this was a way to get Yachiyo to overcome her embarrassment. So the fact that, you know, the more you run away out of embarrassment, the more you're causing pain to Ichitaro. So despite him not showing as much interest as he did while you were in the bath compared to the beginning, he still wants you. And the more you hold back and run away, the more pain you are causing him. So why don't you try and approach him and get closer to him? And Yachiyo ends up doing it, and now Yachiyo is happy to be with Ichitaro, and I think Yachiyo has overcame her embarrassment. So anyways, it is now the next morning. Okay, so they're both offering prayers, so thank you for bringing us close together. Okay, so thank you, benevolent deity.
私たち 男と女になりました。
We stand hand in hand as the shrine gates, telling all who will hear us about our blossoming love. And after much encouragement on the part of the goddess, Yachiyo is finally publicly expressing her love. And it must still be pretty embarrassing for her to announce our relationship to the world, but after last night, perhaps she feels like the goddess finally deserves some credit. So perfect! And with a shower of glitter, the goddess appears in front of us. I noticed that around half her face is now taken up by a huge smile. So it worked, and I'm happy.
まあ、ここんとこはお主らが実際何やっとるか覗かんようにしとったんで、具体的に何をしてたかは知らんが、感じておったぞ。お主らが一層わしを信じてくれておるのは。
Well, it was kind of bad invading on people's privacy, but it all worked out, so that's all it matters.
無事に一歩進めたのじゃな。
Yes, and it is all thanks to you.
結局、その、ちゃんと水戸のま具合には至れませんでしたけど。
Wait, so I think it's best not to disclose this detail.
交尾のことです。
I mean, yes, but...
二人にとっては、それに匹敵するほどの素晴らしい行為だったのであろう。きちんと男と女だと実感し合えるような、そのように互いの思いと体を重ねたのであろう。
Well, I'm sure the feelings are there, so... Well, we did, yes. Well, obviously, I hope to eventually... Okay, know of that detail. But we're taking things at our own pace, and I don't want to push her into anything she's not completely ready for. So, at the moment, I'm still feeling blessed that last night even happened at all. And until that point, I never could have imagined being so intimate with Yachiyo. And it just felt so comfortable, so normal, like somehow it's how we were always supposed to be.
であらば、それで良いのじゃ。その調子で行けい。
So I started this, and it's up to you two to pick it up from there. Okay, yes?
神様、一太郎くん。はい、ありがとうございます。頑張ります。
Okay, so we'll do our best.
頑張れます。もう。
Okay? And we bow to the goddess and head outside. Yachiyo's hand is in mine, and laughter is on our lips. So it looks like we've got some cleaning to do here.
でも、一緒にできるなら、私はもうそれだけで幸せです。
And it feels better if we do it as a couple. Well, I like that too.
じゃあ、始めよ。
Okay. So I'm filled with a fuzzy, warm feeling, and it's like the events of yesterday somehow wormed their way into my brain, filling it with cotton candy and rose petals. So lots of pleasure. And now even sweeping the courtyard with Yachiyo is a lovely, heartwarming experience. So I wonder what is next for the goddess now that she made another big achievement.
その調子で仲を深めていってくれ。そうなればいつか本当の意味でまぐわう日も来るじゃろう。その日を迎えればわしは。
So what about the eye?
いや、そんなことはどうでもよいな。
But I'll put that off for now.
わしは縁結びの神であらば、あやつらが幸せに結ばれてくれればそれでよいのじゃ。
And so begins our life as an official boyfriend and girlfriend. Yachiyo is gaining confidence every day, and it's like she's finally in touch with her womanhood after being sheltered for so many years. And that means, well, how can I best explain it? It means she now feels free to let her cuteness shine without suffering through the constant need to restrain that part of herself.
一太郎くん、一太郎くん。
So what's going on? Oh, good morning, Yachiyo.
おはようございます、一太郎くん。
Hello, good morning, Ichitaro-kun.
着替えはこちらに用意してありますからね。
So as usual,
はい、タオルです。
so as usual, the clothes and towel.
きちんと身を清めて、今日も素敵な私のあなたになってきてくださいね。特にここに可愛い寝癖がついてるからね。ちゃんと直してきてね。それと
Okay. And I want a kiss before we leave for our work. Yachiyo?
今日もヤチヨはあなたを愛しています。それじゃ、いってらっしゃいませ。
Okay, so see you later. And like clockwork, she appears at my door every morning to wake me up. She's taken the duties of the traditional Japanese wife to heart, and I'm completely under her cute little thumb. And she brings me some freshly washed clothes and a new towel, and then sends me to the restroom with a sweet kiss.
おかわりはどう？お腹いっぱいになった？
And it continues with breakfast. Thanks, but I'm stuffed, so...
あ、待って。顎、ってして。
Wait, where? Yachiyo quickly hops up and scuttles over to me.
お弁当ついてたよ。
Oh, so I think it's like, well, you got some food on your face, so let me clean it up for you. And she daintily plucks something from the corner of my mouth. There you go. It's a blob of rice that has somehow gotten stuck there during breakfast. But that's not all. Oh, so she eats it. Wow. She pops the rice globule in her mouth with a smile. There you go. And I can't believe girls who do that sort of thing really is or exists. And naturally, I'm surprised at the gesture, but more than that, it makes me blush in embarrassment. So that was good. And luckily, one quick glance at Yachiyo beaming face is enough to melt away any feelings of awkwardness. And in fact, it kind of makes me want to try getting more grain stuck. So if I get more rice on my face and around my mouth, then Yachiyo will continue to scoop it all up and eat it.
もう一太郎くん、お米を粗末に扱っちゃいけません。
But you know, at least you should be aware of yourself, so don't eat like a pig and make it all messy. So don't do it on purpose. Oh, sorry. Well, I was just getting a little carried away.
本当にもう。しょうがないんだから。
Well, I want a boyfriend who is neat and tidy compared to someone who makes a mess. Well, it worked. She is gobbling each little piece right up. And it's the same every breakfast. Some would say I am whipped, but she tends to my every need and more.
顎を上げて締めますね。
So what's next?
キュッと。はい、完成。これでどこに出しても恥ずかしくない私のあなたです。
I'm going to dress you up. I'll make you look all nice and tidy. So, and nothing seems to make Yachiyo happier these days than lovingly or fixing my tie before I head off to school. Well, thanks, Yachiyo. I'm wondering actually. So, how do you get so good at tying these? So, isn't ties a men's thing? Well, surely you would not have many opportunities to practice making the knots.
将来のためにってお母さんに昔から教えてもらってたの。
That's nice. I see.
嫁入り修行の一環みたいな。役に立ってよかった。
Yachiyo seems ecstatic that she finally is able to display all the techniques she's learned through her perfect wife training. And it's like she is proud to be the one who gets to take care of me, and I think it makes her genuinely happy. Well, honestly, I'm kind of surprised by you don't resent your parents more for being so strict with you.
それは正直。
So what's wrong from here?
時々なんで私ばっかりこうなんだろうって思ったりはしてたよ。
Okay. So exactly.
そのおかげで私のあなたに尽くせていますから。
But on the bright side, I know how to perfectly take care of my husband.
だから今は感謝の気持ちしかないよ。
Well, if I'm being honest, I'm very grateful too.
一太郎くんも？
Wait, so what about you, Ichitaro-kun? So being taken care of by you, Yachiyo, it makes me feel so loved, and you're so cute, and I can't stop my heart from racing.
一太郎くん、顔が真っ赤。
We share a moment of laughter. Yachiyo's cheeks are so they're so red they could be used to toast marshmallows. Well, I'm sure they're not fiery red. And the heat of her blush is only matched by the warm feeling in my heart.
私でよかった。私はあなたの女だからね。
And another kiss. So the gentle touch of her lip on mine confirms her feelings.
ごめんね、思わずお断りもしないではしたなかったね。
Wait, so I think I went too far. Well, don't worry. So I love improper Yachiyo too. So I'd like to see more of yourself versus you trying to follow some script.
もう
Well, geez.
じゃあもう一度はしたない私をもらってください。
And all the embarrassment Yachiyo used to feel at times like this seems like a long distant memory as she kisses me again.
それと
So what else?
はいこれお弁当
So here's some lunch. She hands me a pristinely wrapped box tied with a bow. Or, so a bow.
やっぱりねちゃんとしたいっていうか
Well, I think the bigger problem is that this is going to stand out. So having a shiny lunchbox with a bow. And it's going to generate unwanted comments from his classmates. So what's this? Why is it special?
朝と夜を作ってるのはお母さんだから昼は私のを食べてほしいなって
Yachiyo even took the time to pack me a homemade lunch. So she really is a perfect person. And you make me so happy.
私もです
Well, same here.
尽くさせてもらえるの女冥利に尽きるっていうか
And this is just Yachiyo in a nutshell. And expressing her love for me while still maintaining the perfect wife aesthetic her parents taught her.
それでは神様行ってまいります
Okay, so it is now time for both of them to go to school. So see you later. After saying our goodbyes, we head for school. So today Yachiyo is not trailing 3 paces behind me like normal. So she's way closer and it makes me smile to see her bobbling along out of the corner of my eye. So she's next to me. And a true tradition, Japanese woman never walks right alongside their husband. Huh?
大和なでしことかそういうのは自分だとよくわからないけど
Well, you know, I'm not really that traditional Japanese woman.
愛する殿方一太郎くんをねどんな時でも立ててあげたいなって思うな
So basically, I'm not that old-fashioned as you put me as. So it is kind of like you are looking to me for guidance.
こういう女は古臭くってダメ
So is it bad to be old-fashioned? Yachiyo tilts her head slightly and looks at me with uneasy eyes. And I reassure her by making sure she can see my smiling face. So I don't think old-fashioned is bad, and I don't think you are really that old-fashioned. Ha ha ha. Well, there's no need to worry about stuff like this. So I've looked after you so far, haven't I? And I'm happy to take on the role of a traditional man. So maybe I too am also old-fashioned.
一太郎くん
You know, the way that you put that, it kind of makes me feel embarrassed. Yachiyo coyly bows her head, her cheeks flushed. She even blushes elegantly. And I want to cherish her and to treasure her. And it's only been a few days since we got together. And I've known Yachiyo for a long time, but today is the first day that I've really come to terms with my feelings for her. So then I have to... So what is he doing? I take her hand and hold it tightly. So when we get to school, we'll be in separate classes. But I want you to always feel like I am right there beside you. Okay? So sorry that was sort of cheesy. Wait, so why are you crying? Because... Yachiyo?
ありがとうございます。私のあなた。教室でもずっとこの感触を覚えています。
Her words resonate with me so deeply that I can almost feel them being carved into my heart. Yachiyo's tiny fingers are intertwined with my own. I sigh heavily and gently squeeze her hand. Well, I have been a massive idiot.
どうしたの突然。
So why? Or what makes you think that way?
というか、私の愛する私のあなたのことをそんな風に言わないでください。
Haha, well, I'm sorry. Well, I just mean that... Well, I've known you since we were kids, but it's taken me all these years to realize what a beautiful woman you are, both inside and out, and I've been a fool. Wait, so that's too much to say. Yachiyo averts her eyes, seemingly thinking over what I said. She holds my hand as tightly as her delicate fingers will allow.
その子供の頃からの付き合いがあってこその今だもん。
So I feel that being childhood friends, that kind of gave us a head start or some leeway. Yachiyo's matter-of-fact reply seems tinged with a hint of sulking. Yeah, I'm sure you are right about that.
それでその十何年ただの幼馴染として過ごしてきた分。
Yachiyo snuggles into my chest, looking up into my eyes.
これから精一杯にあなたに尽くします。愛を捧げます。
Her sweet words wrap my heart in a cozy blanket of emotion. And I think Yachiyo just goes up. Oh, so it's more like Ichitaro hugs Yachiyo. In the heat of the moment, I pull her in close. There you go. This girl is my whole world. As I hold tightly in my arms, she giggles and rubs her cheeks against me.
あなたったら人目に触れないよう少しだけだよ。
Well, I think it's better if we don't do this in public, so we should be a little bit more aware of where we are. Of course. Well, I'm sorry about that, but still, I love you, Yachiyo.
はい、私もです。
And
私も愛しています。
despite
私のあなた。
So despite the, well, we should be careful in public. It goes down to, well, I still love you, and so later that night. Okay, so I think this is a good place to stop for this episode. So the love development has progressed, and it is all thanks to the goddess. So despite the goddess being a little bit crazy with her plans, it looks like she found something that worked, even though it involved invasion of privacy. But I'm sure in the end, Yachiyo and Ichitaro are happy that they were able to come together. So now that they are in a official relationship, I wonder what's going to happen next and what they're going to do to be this perfect couple that the goddess wants. So they'll have to display themselves as a couple to the other people, and I also wonder how the classmates at school will react, since they're the ones that give the most comments. And on a final note, I'm sure Yachiyo would rather be with Ichitaro than being in class, because if you remember in class, Yachiyo is singled out as being too special or too cute for the other classmates. So anyways, with that in mind, I'll see you in the next episode.